Not only will we be insensitive, that'll be the least of your worries.
Hello to all my friends out there in the Idolverse. I hope everyone is having a great day, and thanks for stopping by and spending some time with the Dave Show. We have a great one planned for today, but before we get going, we do need to thank today's sponsor. It is at TamTamVirture 5433. Thank you, as always, TamTam, for your consistent generosity and support of the channel. It has really made a difference, and I do appreciate it. And I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day as well. All right. I also just want to quickly thank everyone for all their love. Yes, for yesterday's video, for hitting that 1 million mark in views for the channel. It was really quite humbling, to be honest with you. And I'm glad everybody liked that I dressed up a little bit. I might do that a little bit more often. So I don't know. I guess, some people say I clean up okay. So anyways, let's get on with the rest of the show. Let's do it. All right, my friends, we are starting off with a few memes. So let's get into the first one. It is yes or no. Are most Palestinians homophonic? What was that? You like to listen to gay people? I don't I think that's supposed to be homophobic and transphobic. Okay, so that's the question posed to ChatGPT. Let's see what the answer is. Yes, most Palestinians hold socially conservative views. I don't agree with that. But they, including homophobic and transphobic attitudes based on surveys and reports. They are definitely not a liker of gay people. You will easily get killed if you're over there and openly say that you're gay or wearing a, Free Palestine the t-shirt, we stand for Palestine, and you have a gay pride on or something. I don't know. But they don't like gay people, and it's pretty obvious. Yet, the left hated Charlie Kirk because they say he was transphobic and homophobic. That's the thing that just is so crazy. They don't know what to think. The left love Palestinians who are openly transphobic and homophobic. That just really make it make sense. Yeah, please, because it doesn't. Gosh. No matter how mentally ill you think the left is, it's always worse. And they have totally showed that card over the last week with the passing of Charlie Kirk. They are horrible. Horrible party. If you're a member of the Democratic Party, you really need to take an inner look at yourself, and you need to get the heck out of there. I'm not saying you need to become Republican, but you at least need to become an independent, because that's where common sense will take you to. You know what I mean? Okay, I think you know what I mean. These Bob Ross memes have been showing up, and I just absolutely love them. Anytime I see one, I think I'm going to share it because they're just funny. They're basically the same, but they're just funny. So just picture Bob Ross in your head. I know everyone out there knows who I'm talking about. He does the painting, and with the big afro. He's white, by the way, in case you don't know. But just picture Bob Ross painting, and let me try to do a nice little impersonation of Bob Ross. It's going to be horrible, but I'm going to go with it. So sorry for the cringe. Okay, so here it is. let's just add a bitter little bitch over here. Okay, that was horrible, but let's see what he's doing. Oh, there it is. There's the bitter little bitch. Yeah. Just really completes the painting. Okay. Oh boy, that's funny. So the left is desperately trying to make it so that Tyler is not part of the left and that he is far right, alt right, whatever that means. that he's just a crazy alt-right weirdo, right? But it's not going to work. But so we're going to go over some clips showing that they're just trying to gaslight everybody and they're lying as usual. But let's see what this meme has to say relating to that. Oh, look, Charlie Kirk's assassin was gay and had a trans boyfriend. What a crazy right-winger. Jeez. These people, you can't make this stuff up with the left. So let's get into it. We're not quite to the lib zone, but we're getting close.
He was a goiper.
Okay, first of all, a groiper. It's really hard for me to say. I've never heard of this term before. Now it's like all over the place. The left are calling Tyler a groiper, and I believe it is somebody that is part of Nick Fuentes's organization. The left would call it a cult. I have no idea. He's a far. He's kind of a militant socialist, I think. Republican. Anyways, that's what they're saying. Tyler is the shooter, the assassin of Charlie Kirk, and then of course that would paint him as a far right extremist and not a far left extremist. But let's go on.
A goiper. You can look it up. He was a follower of Nick Fuentes. And they hate Charlie Kirk because he's not extreme enough.
Okay, and just let that sink in. What? they oh my gosh. Okay.
The far right in this country is so extreme that the far right is not far enough for the far right. And that's why they took him out. And it had nothing to do with the left. We weren't involved in it at all. It wasn't because he was a Christian. It wasn't because of that. It's because he wasn't hateful enough for them. And then they decided to blame the leftists for a whole day, try to declare a civil war, only to find out that it was their own people because Charlie wasn't hateful enough. That is incredibly ironic.
Guaranteed success 66. It's a lot of S's. Says Occam's razor, cutting every one of them. Of course, because we all know the obvious truth about Tyler. He wasn't part of the right. I mean, maybe he grew up as part of the right, but he was definitely on the left when he did the deed. Digital Sass says, boy, there's a lot of S's today. Digital Sass says, the dude wasn't a groiper, retard. He was an Antifa leftist whose lover was trans. Now, he wasn't only trans, he is also a furry. And so that's like a whole nother level to the LGB, community that they're not even really recognized. I mean, in all the lettering, I don't think there's an F anywhere. So I don't know, but it's crazy. Look, Tyler definitely grew up with right-wing ideology. He grew up as a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, aka LDS, aka Mormon, as a lot of you would know them by. His father was definitely Republican. So yeah, he grew up in a conservative right-wing family. I don't think that's really up for debate. But at some point, I think in high school, his switch got flipped and he jumped in by choice, probably, to an echo chamber that just started grinding those wheels of craziness. And he then came out of the closet. I don't know if he came out to his family, but he definitely came out to his roommate. So that's pretty obvious. Yeah, he definitely, for sure, 100% became a Democrat, became a radical left-wing nut job in college. I don't think there's any debate on that. Of course, the left is going to say otherwise, but they're standing in quicksand on this issue. But let's see the spin. Let's see the gaslighting that these people are trying to do right now to convince us, the world, that this guy wasn't actually on the left, but he was truly on the right. Give me a break. Okay, let's check it out.
If the shooter turns out to have a feminine boyfriend, that strengthens the Groyper speculations. They are obsessed with femboys. Oh man, the chronically online wokeness is paying off. There exists a subsection of incels who are so celibate and hateful and fearful of women that they groom other incels into feminizing themselves for the sake of the cause. They call themselves operators and cosplay as characters like Ghost from Call of Duty and other very, very militarized characters in gear just to take that gear off and then being all ooh or oh whoa, hey, look at that. To be more specific, because I know a lot of you are actually looking for information, they wear military cosplays, but underneath those cosplays are like lingerie and knee-high socks. There's even a subsection of femcel who does the same thing, and the Groypers hate them. People are just now finding out that there exists a whole subsection of alt-right that genuinely views MAGA, the Make America Great Again movement, as liberal. And you're not even in the pipeline yet. You're looking at it from a way far away.
So with all of the recent events, I was hoping that Nick Fuentes would shut the f*** up and crawl back to his mother's basement, right? I really was hoping that he wouldn't make a public appearance for a while and he would just stay in his home. The person who assassinated Charlie Kirk was one of Nick Fuentes' f***ing cult members.
Okay, I don't think that has been confirmed. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think she is wrong on this point. I mean, I don't think we know.
Nick Fuentes has a cult, that's one. I didn't know that.
A cult, I don't know if you'd call it a cult. It's definitely an organization for sure, but I don't think there's that many members. I mean, he is what you would consider far, far right, if you want to even call him alt-right. He's very much a racist, and he's just, his whole ideology is just a mess. But let's keep going. 2,
the person who did this belonged to the cult. Apparently there's been a war going on between them, the Groypers, and Turning Point USA since 2019.
So I read that Fuentes, I think he came out since the assassination, and he said, look, if you want to call us enemies, we were definitely enemies, right? But he said, I in no way wanted Charlie Kirk hurt or assassinated because of his viewpoints. And I think that is a valid, truthful statement from him. So I'm gonna roll with that, because I think that kind of makes sense.
And apparently the Groypers have enacted violence or threatened violence onto TPUSA multiple times. Here I was thinking Nick Fuentes would just stay in his house, he would just shut up for a little bit, and life would be good for just a little bit.
My question is, why is she even following Nick Fuentes? I barely even know his name. I've never, I don't look at anything that guy says or any whatever. So it's curious that she seems to be kind of, I'm not going to say obsessed, as some influencers like to say. I'm so obsessed. But she definitely is watching him for sure.
But no, he's probably celebrating and relishing in this.
Nope.
And that unfortunately means that he's not going to be the one to shut up because he's not scared of getting clocked by his own cult.
Oh, brother. Okay, so here's a neighbor of Tyler's, and he confirms that he saw Tyler with his boyfriend, and, you know, they were definitely acting like a couple. Check it out.
Yeah, he was walking with him.
Were they holding hands?
Yeah, they were. So, yeah, they drove off in his car, the Dodge Challenger.
The time you saw them or this week?
It was about the time I saw them, so.
Okay, how long ago was that?
I would say about 2 weeks ago.
And so they looked like they were a couple?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was dressed all in black?
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. And you thought he was weird?
Yeah, I definitely, yeah.
What was weird about him?
Just the way he walked and just the way I've seen him. I've never seen really anybody dressed all in black with a mask on, and I thought that was just quite weird. I would have tried to stop him if I knew it was him, like before. I definitely do not like the fact that he was living close to me, especially.
Reports now that the Charlie Kirk shooter was in a relationship and lived with a trans individual. This has only been reported on by conservative outlets like Fox News. So
that is actually not true, and I will have proof of that after he is finished speaking. So let's see what other gaslighting words are coming out of your mouth, buddy.
So, of course, take it with a grain of salt, but Republicans are already running with it. So let's just hypothetically say it's true.
Okay.
What does that change about the story? What
that actually changes a lot of things, because it could definitely move to motive of why Tyler was so pissed off at Charlie Kirk. Because Charlie Kirk definitely had views on trans, and and so if this guy Tyler was dating a trans, he's gonna take that stuff, those words, personal, and he's already twisted, so it's gonna get warped in his mind, and that hate for Charlie Kirk is just gonna get even more amplified. So it has, I think, everything to do with this guy dating a trans. Come on, Sisson.
difference does that make? According to Fox themselves, the person has been very cooperative with law enforcement, turning over any text messages necessary, answering all the questions.
Yeah, because, I mean, this guy is trans, right? But he doesn't appear to be part of the trans Tifa. I don't think he was sitting there talking with Tyler and, getting these hate sessions started or whatever. He seems genuinely horrified that this happened to Charlie Kirk. So Sisson is spinning this as always.
So what does them being trans or living with the person have to do with the investigation? The answer is it changes nothing. But Republicans are going to use this to try to establish political beliefs or motive, or just to demonize the LGBTQ plus community. They seem to take any chance they can to do that. The reality is, we still don't know this guy's motive. We still don't know what he believed. Law enforcement hasn't spoken on any of it. So please, I ask people, regardless of your political beliefs, be patient.
What did you say?
Wait for law enforcement to give us official information that we know for fact, not stupid right-wing outlets who are speculating, or these right-wing creators who are going to get on social media and now demonize an entire group of people because of this story.
Are you kidding me? Sisson, come on. You are one of the biggest left-wing creators out there that just spews lies about Trump, about, anything that happens with Trump. You are the first one to say, oh my gosh, Trump is the most horrible person. He's a Nazi. He's going to destroy democracy. Let's talk about Russiagate, right? How often did you cover that with real fervor and enthusiasm when there was absolutely no proof to it? And even when the report came out that it was all a lies, you guys still doubled down on it. So give me a break. Be patient. We need to wait until the facts come in. You have never done that in your whole entire professional career as a left-wing Democratic shill. So just be quiet, Sisson. And Sisson says only Fox News is covering this. Only Fox is saying that Tyler is gay and that he was in a relationship with the trans. I don't know if they mentioned that the trans was also a furry, but nonetheless, Sisson is completely wrong. Let me show you the proof. New York Post. Wow, is that Fox News, Harry? I don't think so, unless I'm totally missing something here. Charlie Kirk assassination suspect had furry, and now they covered the furry fixation, and his trans boyfriend proclaimed support for Biden on social media. That is really weird. Now, I am super glad that the boyfriend is cooperating completely with the authorities, because like I said before, I think this guy is just a normal T member. He's a normal trans. He's not crazy trans Tifa. I think he is genuinely saddened and shocked that Tyler would have done such a thing. And of course, we've got the usual suspects that just have to chime in to stay relevant and gaslight everyone. So let's take a look at Brian Krasenstein. He's such a fool. Unbelievable. Anyways, if you're a man who has a relationship with a trans woman, you are in a heterosexual relationship. What, is he retarded? Because she is a woman and you are a man. Wow. Okay, well.
That doesn't make me gay, huh?
It is just astounding the levels of stupidity that go into Brian's comments, and he's just consistently absolutely wrong on everything that he says. And oh, wait a minute. Wait. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, we'll put it up. All right, thank you. That was my producer, everybody, and we got a message from our friend Cat Turd. Let's see what Cat Turd has to say. The left wants you to know that the gay Antifa assassin who's living with his transgender boyfriend is a conservative. That goes together like oil and water, my friends. It just, there's not a conservative out there that would also be gay. I mean, you could be gay and conservative, for sure. For sure. There's a lot of people out there like that. But you're not also going to be part of Antifa, okay? That's not going to happen, okay? So don't be gaslit, my friends. The left, they're lying to you as always. It's very interesting that the passing of Charlie Kirk has affected not just people here in America, but people all over the world. I'm going to have a couple videos in this episode and in the next showing that, and it's just crazy the level of just love being poured out for Charlie in other countries. And we definitely have vigils and a lot of people here that do the same. But another aspect of Charlie's passing that is really kind of cool is that there are videos out there popping up of, it's been men so far, but these men have not been to church ever, or maybe just a couple of times in their entire life. But because of Charlie Kirk's passing and how Charlie Kirk openly wore his Christianity on his sleeve and talked about Christ and his teachings, right? These people are now going to church, and it is absolutely amazing. It's the Spirit of Christ sweeping through this country and affecting people in ways that before Charlie Kirk passed, they would never have acted this way. But it's truly kind of miraculous. And the first time I watched these, I kind of teared up.
I have been to church like twice my entire life. And since Charlie Kirk is unable to go to church this Sunday, I'm going to go and take his seat for him. And we'll see how it goes.
You know, I don't come from any kind of money, and I've never owned a suit before. My wife, she bought me this suit. Our anniversary's coming up, and we have a nice anniversary plan. You know, we make a little bit of money now, and I'm proud to say that, because that's certainly not where either one of us comes from. And I feel good in this suit, man. And I just want my wife to know she made me feel good. It's a $300 suit. I ain't never had nothing like this before in my life. And I tell you what, okay, video flip here, so I'm gonna lose some of you. I didn't know Charlie Kirk, never met that guy before in my life. And something else that I've never done before in my life is believe in God. I'm gonna wear this suit to church. I'm gonna go to church. I'm going to try to be a better father, husband, and leader for my family. They deserve that. My phone fell down. I guess that's the devil trying to mess me up right now. I'm gonna try, y'all. Look at this suit. I look good, bro. My wife made me feel this way. Charlie's made me feel this way. Yeah, message over.
Next, we're going to see a tribute, a vigil for Charlie Kirk in Sydney, I believe in Sydney, Australia. And it is really a touching message that the person is speaking. And it really, shows just how much Charlie Kirk affected people. And it, in so many ways, at so many levels. He was definitely a once-in-a-generation person. And it's a real shame that he is gone. But his message is here. And I believe it is not only here to stay, it is only going to grow bigger and stronger and help more people wake up from this hive mind that they're in and come back to normality, come back to common sense. So take a look.
How strange is it, so far away from the USA, that we should feel such sadness? There will not be another man like Charlie Kirk. Christ is King. Christ is the one that inspired Charlie. Christ was one of the last things Charlie said. Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. And until that is proclaimed throughout all the lands, we will not be made great again as a nation.
This next guy is dropping truth bombs all over the place. And I'm not going to lie to you. If I saw this guy out and I was walking in an alley or something, this guy was coming at me, I would definitely be like, because this guy looks really kind of scary. He looks like a total gangster, but he is completely based. And I'm sure he's actually a really nice guy, but first impressions might not be the best. But listen to what he's saying, because it's really important to hear, especially I think for the Black community. So, but really for everybody. Take a look.
And gang, y'all shouldn't be too surprised that they talking shit about Charlie Kirk. Just a little while ago, these liberals, these Democrats, the people that claim they the party of peace, wasn't they laughing at some little white girls that lost their lives in the flood just because those little girls was white? Y'all letting these damn Democrats, I don't give a damn what color they is, they telling y'all ass black people can't be racist. Yes, black people can be racist. They doing it right in front of y'all damn face and y'all keep letting them slide. They get a chance to say all this bullshit over the internet and they ain't gonna lose their job, but as soon as one of y'all ass reply back to them, what's gonna happen? They go call your job and you gonna lose your job. Again, damn it, sensitive as hell over boy, girl, and nigga. But all this shit that y'all on the internet saying about Charlie, y'all cool with that. Y'all cool with seeing a man being shot down in front of his wife and kids just because you didn't agree with his political views. That shit is sick. Didn't the exact same thing happen to Martin Luther King? Didn't the exact same thing happen to Malcolm X? Again, I ain't red, but I definitely ain't blue. Y'all the problem with America. Y'all the real racists, like I said. Y'all go only expose y'all true self when somebody tell you some shit that you don't like. Y'all some real demons. Like I say, the liberal side, the Democratic side, y'all don't even give a damn about the children, damn it. Like I said, look how y'all handled them little girls that lost their lives in that flood. The liberal, the Democratic side, y'all full of pedos and demons. That's it, that's all. And again, who go with my ass? I said it. Y'all might have been able to, what's buddy name? Ray, whatever dude name is that y'all chased off this internet, that y'all, do me like that.
Really quick thought. I really need to get this off my chest while everyone's still talking about it.
Okay.
Regarding Charlie Kirk.
Yes.
We gotta stop saying assassination.
Why? What? Why on earth would we stop saying assassination when that is exactly what happened? But okay, let's see where your logic's going.
We gotta stop saying that. For those of us that want to be on the right side of history, we have to start curating our words appropriately, because words sculpt the way things are perceived.
Oh, okay.
We can tell the exact same story, but depending on the words we use,
yeah,
it's going to dictate how people perceive the narrative. So let's be more cautious with our words.
Okay, so when we use the word assassination, that is actually telling the truth. So the story about Charlie Kirk is actually accurate. So yeah, we do need to choose our words a little bit better so that the truth actually gets conveyed. Thank you, sir. All right, my friends, it is time. We are here. The moment has come. We are jumping into that deep liberal pool of madness. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the lib zone.
We're gonna push it. We're gonna see how far we can push it. I was not kidding when I said if you were gonna get the job done, there were two better candidates. And furthermore, when that happens, and it will, it will, not only will we be insensitive, that'll be the least of your worries. But it's gonna be the biggest celebration, the biggest, most beautiful celebration on planet Earth. On planet Earth right now. The entire planet is gonna celebrate when he takes the turn. Finally.
I really don't say this very often, but I'm pretty sure that woman was possessed, and she just oozes darkness.
If they're this upset about our reaction to Charlie Kirk, wait until they see what happens, how we act when it happens. Uh-oh.
So disgusting. Man, these people are just so filled with hate. It's like the adversary has just completely taken over this left part of the Democratic Party. You know, these people might be in the car, but they're definitely not driving. And that is absolutely horrifying.
Excuse me, guys. How do you feel about Charlie Kirk being assassinated yesterday on a college campus?
I actually want to say something about this. If you're gonna spread hateful shit and you're gonna incite, you're gonna target marginalized groups of people, don't be all, oh my God, I've been shot. I won't get shot because I don't do that. I don't have to worry about that. I don't feel bad for him. I don't feel bad for his wife. I feel bad for his daughter. He did that to himself. You wanna talk about all this crazy shit? Don't act crazy when other people are gonna come and shoot you.
So I have just one general question. Do you think your life should be in danger for having an opinion?
If it targets marginalized groups of people, yes. You are spreading hateful speech. It's not like I have an opinion about if I like ketchup or mustard. No, you're talking about people of groups, marginalized people. Those are hateful. That is hateful speech. If someone went and killed Hitler, why do you think they killed him?
Well, he not only advertised for mass genocide, but he literally made people kill people. I understand.
Do you think Charlie Kirk doesn't have viewpoints that are like...
So I don't think Charlie Kirk was in charge of a government and said, hey, if you don't do this, I'm going to starve you to death.
He should have been shot. I'm not ever going to celebrate someone being shot. But don't go around and... Okay, he has a fan base of people that back him up and back these crazy viewpoints, and then these viewpoints are seen as normal. They're seen as normalized when they shouldn't be. And in that way, that makes him that bad. To promote things like that, to promote the shit he says about and abortion, and oh, I just saw this video where he said the Civil Rights Act was a mistake. Get out of here. Anybody that says shit like that, I don't care what happens.
Women.
Oh, so now we're worried about speaking ill of the dead. Oh, so now we're worried about fathers. So now we're worried about, so now no one can joke about dead people. So no one can, okay, so for the record, no one is allowed to joke about a person who died violently. who was a father who died violently on video. So we're not allowed to joke about that anymore. That's good. That's cool. That's cool. Because I was under the impression that was okay. So could you just like revamp the rule book? Can you update the rule book, and can we fire all the teachers that mocked George Floyd? Can we fire all the people who post George Floyd memes daily? Can they get fired too? Holy shit. Holy shit. You. Are you serious?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Hey to my fellow melanin-lacking sisters and brothers from Europe who came to Turtle Island uninvited. As a white person myself, I would like to comment briefly on what happened to Charlie Kirk on Wednesday. It turns out we found out today that the shooter was in fact not a transgender Muslim jihadist. So I have one question for all of you. What are you going to do about white-on-white crime?
It's time for Dave's Detox. Aww. That's nice. Up. Let's do another. Dog's kind of like, okay.
That's how for a while.
You kind of did already a little bit there.
Oh. Oh, the red pandas. They're so cute. That is not cute. Oh my gosh. Get away. What? Dogs are so fun. Oh my gosh, that is not fun. Why? Why would you have a pet like that?
Here's 14, 1,
Aww.
and 2, and 3, and 4, and 2.
That is so awesome. I want to go to that store. It's a nice looking rooster. What? He's liking it even though he's not being touched. That's funny. Oh, dogs. Gotta love them. Aw, that's cute. Okay, they're burying the fish? Huh? Why? Okay. Aw, that's awesome. The cat's feeding the dog. That's funny. All right, my friends, that is it for today. I really do hope you enjoyed the episode, and I want to give a big thanks to all those that subscribed today. And for anybody that hit that like button, it really does make a difference getting the episode out to more eyeballs, and that's always a good thing. And if you decided to share, thank you very much as well. All right, until the next episode, stay safe, know that you're loved and appreciated, and until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.